I want to make it absolutely clear at the start of this video that Ginger TEK absolutely does work. And for me and really everyone else that I've seen online who tries it, they say that it takes them from feeling subtly nauseous like myself, or maybe feeling very ill when taking certain psychedelics, and it brings you up to a place where you feel warm and glowing, like there's an energy inside of you radiating out, and you feel good to be in your body, like being on a summer's beach when you're on a holiday. That real feeling of just being happy to be here in this sacred vessel. And Ginger TEK works amazingly well on some psychedelics. At this point, there is not very much information on the internet about which substances it works for, but I can personally attest that it works fantastic for LSD and for 5-MeO DMT. So if you're going to be working with those substances on establishing a connection with higher dimensions of breakthrough love, then I highly recommend you try Ginger TEK. It is absolutely fantastic, and I will keep updated in a pinned comment below what other psychedelics Ginger TEK works for based on my future experiences and the feedback that I hear from other people on the internet, like maybe yourself. Magic mushrooms in particular is a question that I would like to know if this helps with. Anyway, let's now look at how exactly does Ginger TEK work. I don't actually have a degree in neurochemistry, but there seems to be a clear consensus online that ginger contains galanolactone, which is a 5-HT3 antagonist. The 5-HT3 receptor in our body is what triggers our sense of nausea, but the ginger effectively disables these sensors in our nervous system. So for any psychedelic which stimulates the 5-HT3 receptors, ginger should help eliminate any and all ill feelings that we have in our bodies. So to be clear here, the magic ingredient inside of ginger is galanolactone, which is a HT3 antagonist. And so any substance that has a 5-HT3 antagonist will work in order to reduce or eliminate these nauseous feelings. But I personally recommend ginger because it's organic, it's from the earth, it's very easy to work with, it's very affordable, and also it has that warm, glowing taste to it, which I think on a mental level helps us shift into feeling in a really good space inside of our bodies. So how do we ingest this ginger? There are, of course, many ways. You can be creative, but tea is a very nice option that very many people like, and it can be very heavenly to have a ginger tea in a thermos next to you during your sacred experiences when you are perhaps meditating all day with a strong determination sit on something like LSD. Before I take the actual entheogen, I like to chop up the ginger into small cubes and then swallow them whole, perhaps chew on them as well before I swallow them because I really like that warm, strong taste. But please feel free to ingest the ginger however you like, however you see most fit. But I will say though that many people online recommend taking ginger ale, which of course is packed full of sugar. And if you're going to be taking a psychedelic, you are an adult and you can make decisions on your own. But I don't think that these sugar highs and lows are particularly helpful for doing introspective spiritual work on entheogens. So I would recommend taking it in a very healthy way, and really swallowing a cube of ginger or chewing on it or having a tea is so wonderful. Those are already great options. So how much ginger and when should we take it is another important question. That of course depends on various factors like what psychedelic you're going to be doing and on your personal biology. So I would recommend sort of exploring that for yourself. If I'm doing something like LSD, which takes a while to kick in, then you can take the ginger at the same time as the actual sacred substance. If you're going to be doing something like 5-MeO DMT, then maybe eat a couple of cubes of the ginger 2 hours before, and or whatever you prefer, drink some ginger tea maybe 1 hour before. Luckily, ginger isn't poisonous and it tastes great, so you can really have as much of it as you like. I think I have way more than you would need, but I would personally recommend that you sort of eat whatever's comfortable in your body that way you don't have to worry if you've taken enough or not. So to conclude now, I would like to thank the ginger plant and recommend for us to see the ginger plant as a source of inspiration, because maybe many people don't know, but this is the root of a plant which then grows a stalk and actually blossoms as well. So we can really take that analogy for ourselves to ground ourselves in a spirit of serving others and in a spirit of self-liberation, and then growing through that and blossoming our hearts into a greater, beautiful state of union with the rest of the universe.